Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is another weekly reading for the week, September 27th to October 3rd. Let's get right in there and see what's going on. Let's start with Aries.
Now, I have a number of toys here, so I'll show you what those are. I've got the Lemurian Star Child Oracle they're like bricks. I'm going to put these all in a row. And this week, I'm going to separate all of these cards already for each sign and then start from one sign to the next already with the cards chosen. So what I'm going to do is start with the Lemurian Star Seed. Aquarius and Pisces. Then I have I will pick that up later. I have the Angel Tarot that have already been shuffled, but I will shuffle them again. I will pick that up just a second here. We are ready to go. Now, let's see. And it is interesting to see how the cards fall before how the chips fall, the expression goes. And when they are overturned, it's interesting to see because this way you do not get repetitions in the types of cards that come out. And this is, for me, it seems like where the chips fall, exactly what is destined for you in your week with these cards. Now, this is not enough. Then I will go to the Sibilla cards for each. Okay. Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus. And people may think, oh, this is a waste of time. Let's just get to the reading. But that's not true. Now I'm going to add another tarot deck. So there will be two. Three of each. This is three of this deck. Then I'll put it aside. And to crown the reading, I'll always use the runes. So, now let's start with Aries. Aries pile, I'll have the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. Cities of Light. Cities of Light. And it says, Telos, Adama, Inner Earth, Etheric Retreats, Family of Light. Aries, you are the epitome of light. Let's see how this plays out with the tarot, the Angel Tarot, Ace of Wands, the Emperor, the Justice card, the Chariot, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Wands. How interesting. Just a moment and let me get these other cards. Is the Ace of Wands, the Page of Swords, and this is the Justice card, the Justice card. Now with the Justice card and the Judgment card, let me take a look first of all. We've got so many major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. Two aces of Wands from two different decks. Aries, this is the week when you have so much going, have so much beginning. Even if you do not start this week, you have started. You set the ball rolling and you set in motion a series of things that people are receiving your CV. People are receiving your proposals. People are finally getting you on their desk with your paperwork. And the cities of light. I mean, you are like a beam, Aries. You know, the Emperor is the Aries card par excellence, and a Justice card is a karmic card. However, with the two justices from the two different decks, so we've got here a double whammy. We've got the two aces of wands, and the two Justice cards. It's as if, you know, you have just closed one big book in your life. Let's say you're 45. Let's say you're 40, you're 35, you're 55, whatever age you are, that first part of your life is over. This is a completely different part of your life. A new job, a new partner, a new phase, completely different mindset. You are moving. Now, there's one thing that I'd like to look at, and there's there's Eight of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is always a card of imprisonment. You see that you're not moving. And it seems like, but you see, across from that is the Chariot, and they mirror each other. It's as if you were put in motion. You have put yourself in motion. Like I said, all of those seeds have been sown. You just have to lay back, go to the beach, go work out, eat out, relax, see friends you haven't seen, go dancing, whatever you can do. Then the Three of Wands is the outgoing card. Now, the Three of Wands is a card that talks about fairly good stability before the entire house is built on top with the Four of Wands. Then I've got these four Sibila cards. I'd like to take two on these Eight of Swords. And what do I have? I've got the Child, which is a beginning, and then the Meeting, which is not going to take place. It's as if you may have even sown seeds somewhere, but those seeds have not grown. Maybe you called a friend from way back, and someone that you haven't seen for a long time, and you wanted to get together now that you have all this time this week, but that's not going to go forward. It looks like any meeting that you have desired, planned, or thought would come about is not happening. Then we have this Page of Swords. The Page of Swords, I have the trip, the viaggio, moving, right? Moving, and messaggero, the messenger. Look, it's, it looks as if, because the Page of Swords is messages, they are messages. They go right into this Eight of Swords. Anything that you communicated with, or that you communicate with this week, to ruffle up some feathers, to start something in motion. And I see it around an emotional acquaintance, someone who you are tied to emotionally. Could be an old flame, could be an ex, could be a former partner, a former husband, former wife, could be someone from your childhood. But that doesn't go forward. But again, we've got this wonderful Three of Wands that tells you you are ready, Aries. Let me get the runes. Well, let's see. Let's see what the runes have to add. Aries, what do the runes have to add? Okay, let's see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. All right. Now, whereas things come up that you have sown seeds for in the past, this week, starting new projects will not take off. You really, the runes are, this is Bjork, Berkana, and it is pointing upwards, but it's on its back. And this tells me like this, that, you are meant to relax this week, take it easy, and enjoy your free time. And then we have Thurisats, which is an excellent protector and luck. And this, no matter what you do, no matter who you see, who you don't see, you are in like flint, as they say. I have here Soilo. Soilo is the sun. You really need to go to the beach. This is success. Success on such a grand scale. Success in love. Success with money. Success with your plans, with your endeavors, with your proposals. You are a success. We have Diag as well, and Diag is increase and growth, and there are no more delays. Now is the time that your proposal is being reviewed by who you sent it to, and you will be able to hear, not this week, but the people are looking at it. I have Manat's Merkstay, which is upside down. That means that the meeting that you were thinking might have generated either going dancing or someone with someone that is not going to take place. Then we have Yera, which is harvest. It's a harvest, and it's karmic. This is a karmic rune. This is rewards for your efforts, and of course, this mirrors both justice, the two justices that come. You are in Aries. It is your time. Good for you. Namaste, and have a nice week. Great week. All right. Taurus, let's see your card, the Oracle card, which is the Starseed Lemurian Oracle. Crystal Child, your natural core, pure, innocent, removing falsehood, and a seer. The third eye is prominent here. Let me take the Angel Tarot. Put that, it is the Four of Coins, the Two of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Let me take the other tarot, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Cups, lucky you, and the Golden Dawn, the initiatory tarot of the Golden Dawn. This is the High Priestess, Look, let me go one more. Before I pull down the Sibila, I have to tell you that, all right, I don't see the Four of Coins as a card of miserly, keeping your money to your chest, to your vest. No, I'm seeing that as you arising from your ashes. Here too, I see the Wheel of Fortune. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of movement, Taurus, and even the Six of Swords talks about movement. You are making a great effort. It's not you. It is the universe that's interested in you, that's taking you in their hands and sort of elevating you and trying to make you understand that, yes, okay, maybe you have a little crink in your back, you've got your side, you're doing side bends and they hurt a little bit, your ribs might be out of whack, you feel your bones reacting to a sort of new volume in your body. How can I put it? I'm trying to make you understand that there is a new, your spiritual essence, your soul is rumbling. It's rumbling around. And this Knight of Wands is truly, truly on the run. I'm going to take the Sibilla cards on this Six of Swords, and I get the letter, and I get the female enemy. And it looks like to me that it could be a male, could be a female. So look, Taurus, this is someone coming to you from a past, and they really do want to ruffle up your feathers. You are in a relationship, and if you're not, they still want to ruffle your feathers. They know that if you're in a relationship, they know that you're in a relationship, but they don't care. They want you. Right? They want you. They're knocking on your door. They want to use their charm on you. But you have higher and loftier goals, Taurus. You're not buying that. We've got the Page of Swords. You are after the truth with the Ace of Swords. You don't want to go there. This is a road that you went down in the past. You're not interested in going there ever again. I'm going to take a look at this Nine of Cups with these last two Sibilla cards. And I have the Priest and I have the Hope. The Priest and Hope. And it looks like, all right, we know that the Priest, at least in the time that these cards were made, and they call of a period that it could be the Dark Ages, you know, what we would call the Middle Ages. It is when the priests would be hiding, and they are not the highest lofty priest as a role model that we would know today. But you are at two minds, Taurus. What am I looking at? I'm looking at you that that knows, you know, there's sort of a little bit of embarrassment. You're a little bit embarrassed because you're not ready to take the limelight, but you feel this complete energy that's completely reorganizing your body, as if really there's air being blown in each cavity of your thorax, of your chest bones. And it, you know, almost, it looks like a caricature to me. You are swelling with greatness and purity. Never before have you been such a truth sayer, such a truthful person. And this is going to be moving forward, and there's no third party that could change that. This is a week when you're showing people what you're worth, and you're also showing them what you could be worth in future. It's beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we have nothing new on the horizon. It's not a week when things will be starting anew, but with this Bjork Merc stave. But we have here Urus, bright stave. It's perfect. It's strength, vital force, and energy. You recover from any kind of illness that you've had. There are strong emotions here, especially for men. It's a strong healing room. So if you do feel those little aches in your ribs and things like that, it is the soul reminding you that it's knocking on every part of your skeleton structure, and it's showing you its greatness, how hefty it is, how wide and large it can go. Very strong emotions this week, Taurus. Urus is a Taurus rune, by the way. We've got Rido, and Rido is a movement, moving, talking, getting parts for your car, you know, going to different outlets to find that little piece that's missing. You know, you are as if you were putting together a puzzle, and you have to go all over the place to find that little piece. There's a change in your makeup. Instead of purchasing new things, you're in a phase where you want to tinker. You know, you're tinkering with your motorcycle, you're tinkering with your sewing machine, you're tinkering with the table. You want to paint it and change it. We've got here Gifu, which is give and take. It's a gift, it's a partnership. It is the development, an important development in romance, but it is not this third party. And we have Diag, and Diag is increase and growth. And ladies and gentlemen, Taurus friends, you're going high. You're really going high this week. Good luck. Namaste until we read together again. Hello, hello, Gemini. Gemini, let's take a look at your oracle card. Indigo Child. Inspire, heart, dialogue, action, passion, and community. There's interaction here, definitely. Let's take the Angel Tarot. We've got the Seven of Coins, the Eight of Cups, the Sun, the Tower, the Page of Cups, and the Five of Cups here. Let's take a look at the other. We've got the Eight of Swords, the Tower, two towers, two towers. What is that? Two towers, then the Page of Cups. And look, all right, so I see you you are very industrious, Gemini. You're moving and working, going through things, doing things that you love, truly that you love. There are, however, things that seem to be off the table this week where, you cannot go to, or you won't be able to go to, or you do not want to go to. And we'll take a look at that. And what is interesting are these two towers, and the Five of Cups and the Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins is industriousness. Okay, that is fine. We've got the Page of Cups and the page. There are pages of cups. Two pages of cups looking at each other. And it looks like that is the brunt here. This is the difficulty, because you are proposing something, but you're being negated. Let me take two cards here on this eight. And indeed, the Eight of Swords. It is the person you're interested in is not responding in kind. These two Tower cards, yes, and it adds to the area of the week that is negative for you is the relationships. They are not going to respond in kind. But we've got this beautiful Sun, how lovely it is because of the work that you're doing. Let me take the runes and see if they can add and clarify here, because it's so, very clear cut. The cards are just so clear. Up on its side, we've got Wunyo. Wunyo, no matter what, there is joy in your life. There is joy. No doubt about that. And they also talk about a positive outcome. It talks about a positive outcome. It spells success, Wunyo. Let's turn the others around. As Sowilo also is the sun, also speaks of success. There you go, two suns as well. We've got the Algits. Algits is Merkstave, and Algits is usually it's a new influence in your life. I don't see that as coming in this week. Like I said, it's the work that's going beautifully. We've got Anzus here, and Anzus is a rune that is talks of advice, talks of counseling, talks of speaking, talks of chatter, talks of talk. It is a heated. It can even be a heated debate, but it's all in 24 hours, in the sense that this Ansus rune talks about you doing business through talk, you doing everything through talk, contacts, networking constantly all week. And we've got Rido here. Again, it's like this Eight of Swords telling you that you're not moving forward in that relationship. Here we've got Keynotes Merkstave also. Usually it's very warm energy. This is not. It's usually opening up. It is not. It's usually starting something new. You are not this week starting something new. You have been networking all along. And that's what we're going to see coming up. Roses. Yera here is a harvest for you, which is a karmic harvest. There is a meritocracy coming in, troves of it. It's coming your way. Things that you have done prior to this week will be paid, will be accolades will be coming in, you awards for things that you have done prior to the week. And then we have Thurisats, which is a beautiful rune that is always so difficult to read. But Thurisats here is protection. It is luck. Thurisats talks about, fire. So we have that cooling down on one side of the runes, and then we have this fire. And like I said, there is this relationship doesn't go forward, and that is the cooling down. But the fire is in your blood in terms of your work. Bravo, Gemini. Namaste, and have a great week. Bye-bye. All right, Cancer, let's see what's in store now here. Let's see. We have the Tarot. We've got the Lemurian Star Child Oracle, and that is Star Children. Cancer, Star Children, no veils, psychic, different, cosmic inspiration, and light. All right, now, if you have been a little down, Cancer, if you have been not up to par, well, surprise, this is a week, Cancer, where you will be in a different mood and mode. It seems that so far in the readings, there has been a surge of light, almost as if there's a reawakening for you. There is inspiration. There is a sort of something coming from very far, coming from afar. Let's take a look at the Angel Tarot. We've got the Queen of Swords up there, the Seven of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Two of Swords, the Page of Coins, and the Empress. Well, well, well. And then we've got the other tarot, the King of Swords, the Star, and the Temperance card. And so this is 1, 2, 3 major arcana. We do have this end of a difficult cycle as it's I did say you are coming out of, you're starting a new, all right, something is heavy, has been left, is leaving you this very week. I love the Queen of Swords at the top. I love her at the top. Why? Because she's a no nonsense card, Cancer. We get to the bottom of things. We do have this Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is sort of, okay, you're standing your ground, you're playful, you're a little stubborn. There's a little stubbornness, and that's okay. But you've got the Star on your side, the Temperance card on your side. It's as if you're telling people, look, ladies and gentlemen out there, you're making fun of me, but when time comes around, you'll see that I was right, I do. All right, so we have from one deck, we've got the King of Swords. Then we have the Queen of Swords, and we have the King of Swords from the other deck, which is a couple from two different decks, independent couple. Beautiful image. Cancer, this is you in a nutshell. You have someone who's in your life and not in your life. Someone who's in your life and not in your life. It's as if there's an old flame, someone who you don't see all the time, but you're on the telephone at least 10 times a day. You live apart, but you still entertain business together in some way, payments for certain things. Perhaps you even have property together. There's a lot of talk there. There's this Empress. Empress is beautifully, a creative card. And it looks, what I'm seeing for you, Cancer, is that you're channeling your anxiety in a creative way, and your friends and relatives around you will be so happy about that. Truly happy about this. The Star, what to say about the Star and Temperance? This will last quite a while. I'm going to take a few cards here on this Ten of Wands. The Friend, who speaks to harmony and happiness. So, it's a week, like I said, things will be left behind. All the woes and worries that you were complaining about last week or in the weeks past are no more. This 7, I have here Fortune and the Doctor. And it looks like you come this close to thinking that, oh my God, I have something. But you don't. So the health is good. It's a week that's interesting for you. It's like you're getting a new lease on life. I like the cards. I do like the cards. Let's take a look at the runes now. Urus, beautiful. Urus is bright stave, and Urus talks about strength, especially for males, emotions, strong emotions, and strength. Isa is a card that talks about cooling down, especially in a relationship. So it seems that on the one hand, you have this person from your past that you pay bills together, perhaps. But the cooling down of the relationship has to do with other people, has to do with you and other relatives, you and friends, where you're leaving them at your door because you have too much going on. I have AWATS here is a protection. So, slide through the week, you can't go wrong. Rido is Merkstave, and this tells me if you were going on a trip or you're planning, this is not the week to do that, or your plans will be delayed. Here I have need, and need here talks about, again, here we go. I just said what, delay? Need is the rune of delay. Need, there are constraints. There's something that just doesn't go, your plans don't go through. But other than that, like all the signs so far, you make a qualitative jump. A qualitative jump, Cancer, in the right direction of learning not who you are, but reevaluating the light that you have. Good for you. Namaste, Cancer. Till we read together again. All right, Leo, the fire. Leo, fire. We have here the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. And what does it say? It's too light. You might not be able to see it. The Lemurian egg. Rest. Reintegration of divine potential. So we hear it. Didn't we hear that? We heard that, right, Leo? Rest. Reintegration of divine potential. Rest. 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 I know those almost sound like swear words to you, most of you. Let's take the angel tarot at the top. Let's see, the Hermit. Here you go. What else can we ask? I mean, rest, the Hermit, the Six of Wands. They're very clear here, Leo. They're very, very clear. Two of Coins. You have to stop. You've got the Star here, the Star on your side. Five of Wands. Okay, this is playful. If you want to play, play. You can play. Then the Nine of Swords. But deep down, Leo, deep down, I'm seeing that you fear that if you stop, you will be lost. Let's take these last three tarot cards. Here I've got the World card, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. It really is a matter of changing speeds with this Two of Coins. Changing speeds and go from work to play, the Five of Wands. The Star is telling you any direction you go this week, if it involves study, stopping, resting, you'll be all right. So we can take this Nine of Swords and turn it on its head. The fear needs to fall out the window. But I'm going to look at that with the Sibilla to see what that fear is all about. We've got the World card here. And the World, with the celebration here, the Three of Cups, tells me that in this week is a great time for you to put aside a little bit of your bundle that you may have somewhere stashed and take a quick trip. Plan a quick trip. The Knight of Swords is pushing you to do that. Let me take a couple of cards here on this Nine of Swords. I've got the Old Lady and the Thief, and the Old Lady talks of positive change, and the Thief talks to negative change. All right, Leo, look, essentially it's telling me life is life. There's good, bad, at least you don't have the evil, but here you've got to take the good and the bad, and this is the week where you rest. This is the week where you rest, you put things on a scale, and you see that they're even, they're equal. Now, let me see. The last card I'd like to look at is this Six of Wands, which is the success card. And I have this young lady who is the virgin of the deck, and she is something new. And then and the cat here, who usually talks to lies, but here I'm seeing it as if you are not okay with someone who's giving you praise or accolades. You don't like the smell of it. And but there is success there. I do see the success, and you garner success this week. Let's take the runes to see what they have to add. All right, let's see. Yera's been coming out a lot. Let's look at her right away. Yera is karmic rewards. This is harvest for your efforts. There you go. And we've got Awats, which is a protective room. So, you know, look, don't worry about a thing. Stevie Wonder. There's a Stevie Wonder, don't you worry about a thing. Then we've got Ingvats, which is a successful conclusion, a relief, finally, a relief. And it could, and it usually does, it signals a milestone in your life. This is the week where you say, finally it's come about. You know, you're putting a lot of stock in something that you have going on and you're worried it won't go through. All right, I have 30 sats, and 30 sats is also, along with Awats, a protective room. It is all about luck, really, luck. The fire is there. Passion is there. We've got Anzus, and Anzus is this talk, consulting, advice, getting advice, but it is wisdom in many respects. It looks as if it's not a week where you'll be, you know, talking to lawyers and things like that. It is more of a grandfather or a grandmother talk week if they're still alive, because this is the time when you need wisdom on your side to tell you, look, the world is going to turn without you. Just relax, Leo. Namaste. Have a great week, Leo. Until we read together again. Virgo, you lovely earth sign. Let's look right away at that Lemurian star child oracle. It is the tree of life. These are so glossy and so brilliant that you can't see this with the light. Tree of life, circle of life, clear energies, and channel. There is something that comes through you that people are waiting for, Virgo, this week. There is a growth that's more than exponential. It comes from within this week. Let's start with the Angel Tarot to see what's up. The Nine of Cups. What could you... I'll just, all right, we're done. We're done. I'm not looking at anything else. Virgo, the Nine of Cups, your wishes are the universe's. Your desire is what is coming to you. This is when you get it, the week that you get it. We have the Death card. We've got the Six of Cups, the Moon card, the Page of Wands, and the High Priestess. We've got 1, 2, 3 major arcana. Then we've got the Moon card, 2 moons, one next to each other, 2 moons. Wow. The 10 of Wands and the 2 of Coins. Virgo, what's interesting about this is that this energy that's coming through you, everyone's waiting. Everyone's waiting with bated breath because you have the responsibility of a number of persons. Several, you may be, it looks as if you're branching into community service or some kind of nonprofit endeavor or a project that entails a responsibility for others, where others, they could be younger than you, where you take care of them, or they're looking up to you as a role model. And what's interesting here are these 2 moons, and I'm going to look at that right off with the Sibilla here. but also the Page of Wands. We do have this Ten of Wands. All right, the tens are at the end of a difficult cycle with this Wands. Okay, fine. We have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups usually is something that comes from a past life. It could be a lover from a past life. Could be a person in this life who comes back, knocks on your door. Hello, how are you? You know, but this is free will. You want them in your life. You don't want them. It doesn't matter. You know, what's interesting is that it's mirroring these two moons here. And the High Priest. The High Priest is a moon card as well. She hides things as the moon. Yeah, let's take a look at these. I'm going to put all my money on this. All right, look at that. We've got the Enemy. We'll take a look at what this is. We've got Superbia is vanity, and vanity, pride. Then we've got Prison and the Lover. There are a few parties here, Virgo. It looks like there are two people in your life, man or women, two people in your life, and they don't know about each other. One is a steady partner, I see. Either the third party is married and you are not, or you are married and they are not. But the thing is here that it's conditioning you in such a way, because we have this Death card as well that is mirroring that. It looks like there is a rejuvenating process within you due to this situation that nonetheless will be changing, Virgo. It will be changing. You have in Italian we say you have the knife by its handle, not by the blade. You're the one who's going to, call the shots, if we want to use double metaphor there. But you have control of the situation, and you can use your free will and decide what you want. The problem here is knowing exactly what you want, Virgo. Let's take a look. We've got 30 sets. 30 sets has been generous this week, coming out for quite a number of the signs. All right, now I've got Pedro, beautiful Pedro's. First time it came out, actually. Pedro is a magical, mystical rune, and it talks about hidden secrets, the occult, as secrets emerge. All right, so secrets emerge. I'm putting it in that category. This has to do, be careful with the third party situation, because that's where the difficulty will come out. I have both Isa and Hagalas. Isa talks about cooling down with relationships. One of the relationships here will be cooling down. Hagalas talks of delays, forces out of your control. All right. Then we've got Fehu. And Fehu is fulfillment, and it's usually some kind of romantic or financial gain. I don't see that as a romantic gain. I see it as a financial gain for you. What's interesting here, it feeds off of other runes, and the other runes that I have here, the last rune that I have here is Wunyo. And Wunyo, but it's in this position, Merkstave. Wunyo is usually joy. There is something perturbing you, Virgo, this week. Definitely perturbing you. And even though there is fulfillment of an economic nature, there is this underlying emotional situation that is seeping into all aspects of your life. Remember this Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups puts the power in your hands to decide, and that is exactly, looks like to me, not what you want to do. Do it. Namaste, Virgo. Good luck to you. Libra, here. Let's start with the Lemurian Star Child Oracle. Elven Ones. It's difficult to see this card, so I'll read it to you. Elven Ones. Divine Creation Codes. Starborn Architects. Devas. Sacred Geometry. All right, now there is when something like this comes out, a Libra, it's typical. This is made for a Libran actually, because there is intricate geometry around you and in the universal geometry that shows you how things all interact, especially this week, to create what is going to happen and what will unfold. Let's look at these tarot. Seven of Cups, Knight of Wands, Six of Coins, Eight of Wands, Nine of Coins, and Three of Coins. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Knight of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Look, it's there's the Seven of Cups here and the Seven of Cups here. So usually this for me is the embarrassment of choice. You have very many different avenues, Libra, and it looks like you are not understanding which to take. There's a generosity of spirit in those around you. They are willing to help you out. I see this in the Six of Coins and the Knight of Cups. There's this Nine of Coins that is abundance as well. Now, what's interesting, truly interesting to me, is this Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. There are two knights, right, mirroring each other. And the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is usually something so fast happening, because there's the Three of Coins here, and the Three of Coins is, you have a basis. I'm looking at a geometric panel on a wall with holes, and in those holes, it looks like, a Libra, you're having to put your decisions in certain areas, and depending on where you put them, in which slot you put them, the jackpot will come or not. And the wheel is turning your way, and it's turning very, very fast. I'm going to take the Sibila right over this. And then here in the Seven of Cups. All right, look, we've got here thoughts and tears. All right, thoughts and tears in relation to an emotional situation. And the Knight of Wands does point to that. It does point to you trying to want to solve something very quickly, emotionally speaking, so you can get back to work. All right, so get back into your, modus operandi, your normal everyday life. In Italian, we say the tran of life. And here for the Seven of Cups, the two Seven of Cups, I have, get this, the Death card and the Domestic. The house domestic is always someone who's on the sly, who's always hiding things. And here it's as if you, on the one hand, Libra, you want a complete change, but you're afraid to enact complete change because you won't step on people's toes. You want to be mindful of them. But deep down inside, Libra, you don't care, but you don't want the outward representation of you to give yourself away. And so you're playing, it's as if you have your feet in two different shoes. And let's take a look at the runes so they can clarify that for us. All right, what are these shoes? All right, we've got Isa, and Isa is a cooling down in relationship. In a relationship, definitely. We'll have to figure out which relationship. Watts is a protective room, so no matter what your decision, you're okay. You're okay this week. We do have you Urus, which is Merkstave, and there's not much, you may be under the weather this week. Energy, low energy, nothing more, but it's low enough energy so you can hide. And that's what I'm looking at. It looks like you're in the mood for hiding. Usually you say, I'm in the mood for love. I'm in the mood for hiding from. Hagal Hagalas talks about forces outside of your control. So something occurs where you have to slow down. And so again, another reason for you to go hide from someone in particular. And I see that very clearly because I have here Manats, which is Merkstave. This is a relationship, and it's it's upside down. So there is not time for new plans. You don't want to make plans with that person. You really are hiding from someone, and you've got to figure it out. You know who that is. And I have Yera here. Yera is a karmic rewards for your efforts. All right. So in one, let's say in many respects, but in one particular respect, Libra, there is something that you will be rewarded for, but it has nothing to, the difficult part of the week is that hiding game from someone, because you're not ready to deal with it. But you're the only one who can find the way to make it work out for you. This is what they're saying to me. But going back, the elven ones, you have this divine code, this creation code, sacred geometry, and the key is in that word geometry, trying to make everything work out, and it's not going to balance on those scales of yours. There's something tipping too much one way and just doesn't jive with you. So cool down, think it out. Namaste, Libra. Till we read together again. All right, Scorpio, let's see what your Lemurian Star Child Oracle is. And it is essences and energies. Attune to subtle energies, balance frequency holders. Your energy is shifting, your vibration is shifting, and it's in a positive sense. Scorpio, there's a little bit more control, there's a little bit more, how can I say, a little bit more of an awareness that what you've been doing, or just those things that didn't work, you're ready to leave it aside. You're ready to leave it on the one side so you don't make the same kind of errors. Let me take the Angel Tarot. We've got the King of Cups, which is you, or male or female, the Queen of Coins, Five of Swords, the Devil, the Queen of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. We've got the King, we've got the Queen, but we have the 10. And the 10 is a card, it's the end of a cycle, so there is the end of communication somewhere. It might likely be between this King and Queen. But I do have this Five of Swords, and the Five of Swords are regrets. Could be regrets in relation to the end of something, but it is also here mirroring the devil here. Well, I'll be looking at that. The Queen of Coins is here. Many of you may be involved with an earth sign, a new entry. An earth sign is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Let's take a look at this. We've got the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Coins, and the Ten of Cups. Now, look at this. It looks like, and there's the mirroring there, the earth sign, the new entry in your life, is a person that's bringing you much joy and making it easy for you to enact changes of the other kind. We do have this seven, these two sevens, and I'm going to take a look at that right away with these two cards. Yes, there are things that, all right, you still have the difficulty, Scorpio, of not being able to, or not wanting to voice your emotions, to communicate your emotions. Everything seems to be not superficial, but just here and now, then leave. It's just there for the moment, and that's it. That's still the case, and it's something that will be brought forth in time. I'm looking at this Devil. I have the Merchant here and the Housemaid, and they are two work cards in many ways. One is more of a negative and the other is a positive. So it looks like to me that the obsessive nature of the Devil here is where you play out your energy on the workplace. Work. Everything evolves around work. It's as if you materialize in your work. You identify in your work. Remember, all work and no play makes a dull person, right? All right, so we have here otala, possessions, things that money can buy. You are consumed. You do have an ideal, a vision, Scorpio, and it's nice to see you have, but here I see it as being you're consumed by a vision. And it's linked to this devil card, the way the obsessive nature, Yera here, it comes being coming out so much, Yera. Karmic rewards. You may be getting a lot of payback. It's time to be paid. And that is linked to your work as well. Hagal and Hagalas talks of delays outside your forces, outside your control. All right, we can accept that. And then we did talk about some relationship here that may have ended. We have Isa, that is a cooling down of a relationship. But then we have AWATS. AWATS is a protected room. You can obsess all you want, Scorpio. No problem. You're not going to go haywire. This is a week where you seem to be calling the shots. Good for you. And have a great week. Namaste, Scorpio. Until we read together again. Hey, Sagittarius, here's your turn. Let's take the Lemurian Star Child Oracle, turn it around, and difficult to see, but I'll tell you. Travel, 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 travel. Inner and outer journeys. So we have those inner clarifications and outer journeys. Believe in yourself. There are big shifts. Great, Sagittarius. This is the very, very clear message for you. Know that even if you are babysitting because you have children who are sick or you're not being able to work, things are moving nonetheless. That was an example. All right, we've got the Knight of Swords at the top. Very fast moving Knight. We've got the Magician. Judgment. The Ace of Coins. Lovely Ace of Coins. That's my favorite card. The Fool. And then the Lovers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana already. We have the Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. Now look, what's powerful here is the fact that you are cleaning house internally. There's a time, the Judgment card is a karmic reward for what you have been working on so far. I don't see it as legal issues, not with you, Sagittarius. The Magician is a card of complete, the ability to manifest. And what's interesting is that you can make plans to travel, that's fine, but you're going to do so with a state of mind that's so clear, so clean, so light, that already, even with the plans, it's not you. It seems like there's another person doing them, because you are a different, you're light. People around you see that you're not worried, you're relaxed, your head is in a better space. Even the persons around you, your partner, your friends, your family, they are all rooting for you because they see such the beginning of a new Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you're a cloud has lifted with this week. There's something here that they're not telling you about. You won't be traveling this week, but you're going to be making plans with that 4. Let's take a look at this High Priestess. Yes, and this talks, what else can I say? Legit, it's a lightness. It is lightness, and the Scientist here. It is as if any projects, any headspace that is used for work is done with a different attitude, is done with a different perspective. I'm going to take a look at the Six of Swords. I've got a consoling surprise and jealousy. It's this jealousy card here is very playful, Sagittarius. There's no need to worry about that, because you are, it's as if life has put you in a situation this week where you are taking care of business. You're taking care of, maybe you have a paternity leave, a maternity leave, but you're doing what you have to do. And sometimes, when you're in that situation, you don't have very much freedom of movement, but your mind soars. And it's as if I'm seeing you, Sagittarius, do that. You're daydreaming, you're going places, and you truly are going places. Let's take a look at the runes. I've got Aljeets, and Aljeets is bright stave. It's fortunate new influence in your life, and it is coming. The universe is really giving you a gift this week. Friendship. This is a friendship. If you can, see those very close friends this week. Tier, victory in competition. If you've put yourself out there for a new job, you know what that means. If you have been competing for something, even with a partner, you are a third party. There's a third party. You are the guy or the gal who wins. We've got here Gifu, which is a give and take in a relationship, in a partnership. A very important development in romance. Wonderful. Sagittarius, I like these cards. I like it a lot. Namaste, Sagittarius, till we read together again. Bye-bye. Capricorn, oh my Capricorn, you're here, I'm here too. Let's see the Oracle card, Lemurian Star Child Oracle. The Storm. The Storm. Beautiful card. It's okay to feel it all. Cleanse, collapse of the old. There's a collapse of the old, and there's a realignment. This is going to hurt a little, Capricorn, but it will come out. You will come out from that very, very strong. Let's take a look at these. All right, we've got the World here. We've got the Five of Coins. We've got the Hanged Man. Yeah, you have to turn that head around. The Knight of Cups, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. Very, very interesting. Let me take out the other tarot cards. The Nine of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Page of Coins. Wow, it's going to be a tough week for you, Capricorn. Why difficult? Well, the incoming card is the World, right? And you had been traveling. All right, we get that. But that has caused you quite some storm in your life. Nine of Wands. There is a weight that you're carrying, and it is the result of decisions that you have made. And because of that, you accept it and you grin and bear it. Well, we have this Five of Coins, and the Five of Coins may not put you in such a good financial situation. You're going to be this Four of Cups, having to spend time alone at home, not being able to even, go out to eat or see your friends because you just have to keep those pennies in your pocket. Look at it in a different way with this Hanged Man. Take a look and see whether, why do I say that? Because the Hanged Man is sandwiched between the two Nine of Wands. And in almost all of the readings this week, from both different tarot decks, there have been the same emphasis, which is very, very, very strong. There is about a weight that you're carrying, and you need to see that weight in a different light. You need to see it as an opportunity, Capricorn, because the opportunity, all right, the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is there. We see it. That means that battles that you have been waging, verbal battles, arguments, things like that, it's over. This week is going to close that chapter. The good thing about this is both the World card, the Knight of Cups, and this Page of Coins. I'm going to take a look at the Ten of Swords first. The Ten of Swords are, there's the ill person and this great consolation. And what it is money that you had no longer is with you. It is as if you were counting on something more, it didn't come, or it was squandered, or you even bet, or there was, you lost it in a bet or something like that. But that's over. You make yourself the sign of the cross and say inshallah, and that's it. Then we've got to these two, the Knight of Cups and the Page of Coins. I've got here the disgrace, the house on fire, and the room messages. So, there's something here, Capricorn, that has to do with communication gone awry, almost as if you're not seeing eye to eye with someone. It could be a relative, could be a person, a family member that just doesn't like the way you live your life, doesn't think that you've made the proper choices. They're thinking that they're embarrassed to see the way you have carried yourself, and don't want to be in that situation. You know, all of this as if you have to give them an explanation. And, you know, your idea is to tell them, don't you dare judge me, don't you ever judge me, you know, that kind of thing. But we have here 30 Sats, and 30 Sats is a lovely room that talks about protection and luck. So you're not going to be spending your days on the street, that is for sure. Keynotes is Merkstave, though. There's a lot of low energy. All right, that's unfortunate for this week. And also Anzus' Merkstave, a lot of keeping to yourself because you're brooding, also brooding. And this Manats is Merkstave, and that is, you know, no coochie coochie. There's no outlet with another human being, right? A relationship is just not on the table. It's not working if there is one. And then we have Diag is increase in growth, and which is fine. It tells you, you know, look, remember that after a storm comes the sun again. We are with you. Namaste. Capricorn, until we read together again. Bye-bye. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look at your oracle card, this Lemurian Star Child Oracle. Synchronicity. Synchronicity. Opportunities in divine timing, open to change, divine outcomes. You look like you're poised to be on a roll. Let's take a look at the Angel Tarot. Temperance, the High Priest, the Four of Wands, oh, the Strength card, the King of Coins, and the Three of Swords. They give it to you right at the end. In the heart. Let's see with the other added cards, Tarot. Here's the Three of Swords. This has happened over and over and over again in this week's readings. Stressing a certain area of the reading, and in this area here for you is the romantic, emotional side to your life. We have the King of Wands and the Eight of Cups. Look, you know, I do want to say that this is a stepping stone week, all right? It is a stepping stone week. Opportunities in divine timing means you need to gauge things. Not everything will come immediately to you, and that's the Temperance card tells you that as well. The High Priest tells you to raise your gaze, look elsewhere, because you're not in a position of seeing things that you would like to see this week, not close to you. You need to spread your wings and look how and when they can come to you. I like the King of Coins here because the King is the King of Coins is a slow-moving king. All right, we get that. But I like the way it moves, you know, making you discern a time where you have to walk away with this Eight of Cups. Let me take a look at these threes of coins. All right. We have happiness in the heart here. It's a relationship card. This is a relationship where currently you're in a situation of those of you who have a very strong bond. There's open communication, and it is fulfilling and wonderful. What the cards are telling you is, in time, shortly, there will be an overturning of that situation. So get ready for that. Let's take a look at the runes. All right, we've got AWATS. Now, AWATS is a powerful ally, and that means that this week you will be protected, so don't worry about what happens. Whatever happens. Then we have Fehu. Now, Anzus. And Anzus is talks about wisdom, and it suggests you to talk to someone who you can count on, like a grandfather figure or a grandmother figure, a person who's older than you, who's wiser than you, who has been around and has no interest in leading you astray. that you can count on. Here is Fehu. Fehu is fulfillment. And, the week is poised to have romantic fulfillment. But again, it announces something that is going to change. And Fehu also talks about financial gain. And I do see the financial gain with the King of Coins. So, it's a very balanced week. And it's a week where you need to enjoy what you have now because you never know what is going to happen afterwards. Namaste, Aquarius. Until we read together again. Bye-bye. Okay, Pisces, let's take a look at your Lemurian Star Child Oracle card. Angelic ones. Divine healing is upon you. All right. Divine grace and divine guidance. All right, now, if you had any doubt, let's take a look now why that is and how it will play out. I have here the Angel Tarot. Let me take those first, all around the Oracle card. We've got the Seven of Swords, Two of Wands, the King of Wands, the Knight of Coins, the Ten of Coins, and the King of Swords. Now, you may be involved, Pisces, with a fire sign, which is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, or an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. I do see difficulties in this Seven of Swords, but we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to take now the other tarot cards, and I've got here the Ace of Swords, the Six of Coins, and the Devil. What I like about this is this Knight of Coins moving into the angelic healing and divine grace. Lovely. And the Ten of Coins, which is abundance. I do love the energy of the Kings also because it may signal to you, Pisces, that you have two people in your life. Also, like I said, the air sign and the fire signs. But what I'm looking at is that the Two of Wands doesn't worry us at all because it is a strength that it's butting heads head to head, you interacting in a way that is playful at times, but it is antagonistic. What I don't like is the Devil and the Seven. So take two cards on each one, and I've got here this Omaggio di Preziosi. This is an intimacy card. This is also fidelity is there. It looks as though this area of your life, Pisces, that fidelity area, that faithfulness, that intimate communication is where you are lacking, where it is no longer in your life, or in this week. Let's put it that way, in this week. But what is there? The Devil here, and I've got sighing, finally this ship is coming in. And the metaphor is continued because we've got the Belvedere looking out to see finally it's coming in. There's an obsession. And so there's an obsession of, Pisces, you're looking at someone who is not in your life this week. And for some reason, you're stuck there thinking of them. There's something about them that you haven't, you haven't worked out yet. Let's take a look at the runes and what they have to add. All right, we've got Lagos, nice. It's intuitive female knowledge. And I like this for you, especially this week, because it talks about success in learning and using your memory to understand what has gone down in the past. Excellent week, ladies and gentlemen, Pisces friends, to do past life regression. If you have someone you trust, go do that and have things emerge that you can solve on your own. Yera, beautiful, has been coming out. There's karmic rewards for efforts and your efforts. And it's a week where things will be coming up roses. Your seeds that are planted will be coming up for you. Awat's powerful protective rune on your side. Good for you. Then we've got Thurisats, and Thurisats is also a protective rune, and it's a good luck rune. Especially with Iwats here. You have luck on your side, Pisces. Really interesting. And what I do love is this Wunyo, which I think you might be the only sign that Wunyo has come out bright side. Wunyo is joy and happiness. There's a positive outcome. There's success here, especially with your affections. Now, your affections, the ones that are in your life, here it talks about an obsession of an affection, which is not there. But, someone comes in, someone goes out. Someone comes in, someone comes out. And I see two people here. These two, there's the earth sign, there's the fire sign, and the swords here, the air signs. So, on the one hand, there's a lot, and on the other hand, it's like you never get enough, Pisces. Good luck. Have a nice week. Bye-bye. Till we read together again. Bye-bye.